So in the last videos we have discussed about the WH structure and how to convert them from active voice into passive voice. In this video we will discuss some practice questions about WH structure. So the first question is, why do you write an essay? This is in the active voice. Simple present tense. This sentence is in simple present tense. When we passivize simple present tense, we use ism are plus verb 3 structure. So the subject is you in this sentence and essay is the object. The object becomes the subject. Before that we need to add the auxiliary verb. Why an essay is in singular form, so is. Why is an essay? Write, the verb 3 form of write, written. Why is an essay written? By agent, by you. Similarly, question number 2, when did you write an essay? This is in the simple past tense. When we passivize simple past tense, was or were plus verb 3 structure. So an essay is the object, you is the subject here. When was an essay? An essay is in the singular form, so was. When was an essay written? Verb 3 form of write, written by agent, that is by you. So next come to question number 3. What did you break? This sentence is in the simple past tense. So after the WH structure, we need to use the auxiliary verb. What was broken? Verb 3 form of break. What was broken? By you, that is by agent. Question number 4. Where did you buy this pen? So this sentence is also in the simple past tense. Where was this pen? This pen is the object. So where was this pen? Brought, by verb 3 form of by, brought, by you, by agent, that is by you. Question number 5. How did you solve this sum? This sentence is in the simple past tense and this sum is the object. In this sentence, we will when we passivize this sentence, we will add the auxiliary verb before the object. How was this sum solved? Solve here is the verb. So how was this sum solved? The verb 3 form of solve. How was this sum solved? By agent, that is by you. Question number 6. How did the teacher control the class? This sentence is in the simple past tense. The class is the object and the teacher is the subject. How was the class controlled? Verb 3 form of control. How was the class controlled? By the teacher. By agent, the subject becomes by agent in passive voice, so by the teacher. Next, the 7 number question. When will you help me? This sentence is in the simple future and me is the object here. It becomes I in the passive voice. When will I be helped? Be will be added in the passive voice and help. Helped, the verb 3 form of help, helped. When will I be helped? By agent, that is by you. You is the subject in here. It will change into by agent in the passive voice, that is by you. So all these examples have who, the WH word who. First example, who broke the window? Here then can be 2 passive forms. First one where by is at the end of the sentence. Second one where by is at the beginning of the sentence. Who was the window broken by? Who was auxiliary verb, the window, object becomes the subject. Who was the window broken? Verb 3 form of broke, by, broken by. And another passive voice is by whom was the window broken? Here by is at the beginning of the sentence. By whom was the window broken? Next example, who has broken the glass? Here also there can be 2 passive forms. First one, who has the glass been broken by? Has is the auxiliary verb, so it comes before the subject. Who has the glass been broken by? Its another passive can be by whom has the glass been broken. Next example, who discovered America? Here there can be two passive forms. The first one is who was America discovered by, and the next one having by at the beginning of the sentence, by whom was America discovered. Next example, who can solve this sum? There can be two passive forms. First one, by at the end of the sentence. Who can this sum be solved by? Remember to change this into the verb 3 form. And the next passive voice using by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom can this sum be solved? Next one, who wrote the Ramayana? Here also two passive voices. First one, by at the end of the sentence. Who was the Ramayana written by? Next one, having by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom was the Ramayana written? Next one, who teaches you English grammar? Here actually there can be 4 passive forms because there are 2 objects, indirect object and direct object. There can be 4 passive forms. So the first two having by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom are you taught English grammar? Next one, by whom is English grammar taught to you? Next one, having by at the end of the sentence. Who are you taught English grammar by? And who is English grammar taught to you by? Now let us come to other examples. First example, who will post the letter? Here who is used, so the passive can be formed in 2 ways. First one, by using by at the end of the sentence. Who will the letter be posted by? And the second passive voice by using by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom will the letter be posted? Let us come to the next example. Who can count the stars? Here also the passive can be formed in 2 ways. First one, use by at the end of the sentence. Who can the stars be counted by? And the next one is to use by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom can the stars be counted? Let us come to the next example. When will the CBSE announce the result? So here there will be only one passive voice. When will the result be announced by the CBSE? The result is the object, so it will become the subject, and announced will become the verb 3 form. Next example, what do you want? What is wanted by you? Want is, it will become is wanted. Want is in the verb 1 form, it becomes verb 3 form. Next example, who has seen the ghost? Here there can be 2 passive. First one, use by at the end of the sentence. Who has the ghost been seen by? And the next example, next passive voice is to use by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom has the ghost been seen? Next example, which dress do you want? Here we can passivize it in only one way. Which dress is wanted by you? Next example, who killed Ravan? Here who is used? 2 passives, by at the end of the sentence. Who was Ravan killed by? And by at the beginning of the sentence. By whom was Ravan killed? So in this video we have discussed and practiced questions based on the WS structure and how to convert them from active into passive. Thank you everyone.